Good morning, children. In the previous class, we already started for 10th class, that is real numbers beta. In the real numbers, in the first period, we have already explained what is Euclid's division lemma. That we already said that is EDL. So once again, I am recapping those information beta. What is EDL means? You know that A comma B are any two positive integers. There exist Q and R such that A is equal to BQ plus R, where R is, sometimes it may be greater than or equals to 0 and it is always less than B beta. So this is Euclid's division lemma, and in the first class already explained what is B, what is Q and what is R and what is A, and this is called as a Euclid's division lemma beta. And we already learned about what is R. R is the remainder and Q is the quotient, and also I explained what is division algorithm also. So everything is explained in first class. This is the second class for real numbers beta. So in this real numbers, very important concept is there. We need to prove some statements. Some statements are given in your NCERT, in your textbook. Those statements we need to prove, Nana. If you see the first statement, show that every positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So this is the first statement. We need to prove this statement by using EDL, Euclid's division lemma. So let us start how to prove this. According to the given statement, what is saying beta? Every positive odd integer should be in the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So while I am explaining about the remainder, I already told you how the remainder will be. If a number is divided by 4, if a number, for example, if x is divided by 4, there are chances for the remainders are 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the remainders when a number is divided by 4. So that concept we need to put in this particular statement beta. If you will see 4q plus 1. So how I am starting this statement, how I am proving, once you check it. Let 1 positive integer, you say as let 1 positive integer is equal to a beta. For example, you say a is a positive integer, then if a divided by 4, if a is divided by 4 by EDL, I am not writing the full abbreviation of this one beta. EDL means Euclid's division lemma. By EDL, you can say that a is equal to 4q plus r. So this is very important statement. When a number is divided by 4, then that number should be equals to 4q plus r. Here q is the quotient and r is the remainder. Now just you think about r beta. R is the remainder. When a number is divided by 4, you will get the remainders are 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 beta. So here I want to explain about 4 cases now. If you got a remainder is 0, case 1, what I am saying, r is equal to 0 beta. Then a should be equals to 4q plus 0. Therefore a is equal to 4q. This a is equal to 4q, I can write 2 into 2q beta. So this is 2 into something, that will be 2m. If a number is in the form of 2m, 2 into something, that number we can call it as even. I mean even number. It is a even number. When r is equal to 0, we are getting a is equal to 2 into something. Therefore, that is in the form of even. So, if you think about case 2, if you take r is equal to 1, then a should be equals to 4q plus r means 1. This I can write 2 into 2q plus 1. So, a is equal to 2 into something, that is 2m plus 1. So, you know very well about this. If a number is in the form of 2 into something plus 1 or 2 into something minus 1, that should be odd number. So this is odd number. This is odd. So if I go for the third case, case number 3, where r should be equals to 2, therefore r is equal to 2, you write it. Therefore, according to EDL, a is equal to 4q plus 2. So a is equal, in these two terms, we can make two common beta, that is 2q plus 1. So a is equal to 2 into something, again this is in the form of 2 into m, therefore it is even. Next, if I go for case 4, where r is equal to 3 beta, where r is equal to 3, therefore if r is equal to 3, therefore a is equal to 4q plus 3. then r is equal to 3, a is equal to 4q plus 3. Therefore, a is equal to 2 into 2q plus, this will be I can write as 2 plus 1. So a is equal to, if you make 2 common in these two terms, that will be 2q plus 1 beta. So a is equal to 2m plus 1. So this is also odd number. So if you observe these four cases, in first case we got even, in second case we got odd, in third case we got even, and the last case we got odd beta. So in these four cases where we got odd beta, if a number is in the form of 4q plus 1, if a number is in the form of 4q plus 3, we got odd concept beta. So therefore this statement, according to the statement, 4q plus 1 is an odd and 4q plus 3 also odd. So from case 2 and case 4, the number is in the form of what is the form beta? That is 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3 are odd numbers. Okay, so like this we can prove the statement that a number, every odd number should be in the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So this is one of the important statement. We need to prove this statement by using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, shall I go for the second statement? The second statement, if you observe the second statement, what is my second statement means? By using EDL, Euclid's division lemma, show that the cube of any positive integer, beta. So I want to remove this. Once you check beta, use EDL, show that the cube of any positive integer. So same, you start as let a is any positive integer beta, any positive integer, then we say that if a divided by 3, by EDL, Euclid's division lemma, you can write that a is equal to 3q plus r. But in this statement, if you see perfectly, the cube of any positive integer, means, now you see Nana, here r value should be, r is equal to, when a number is divided by 3, the r values are 0, 1, 2. So in case 1, you take r is equal to 0 beta, therefore a is equal to 3q plus r, therefore a is equal to 3q plus 0, therefore a is equal to 3q. But here what is said, Nana? The cube of any positive, cube both sides here, cubing on both sides, CBS, cubing on both sides beta, then you will get as a cube is equal to 3q whole cube beta. So a cube is equal to what, Nana? 3 cube is 27, that is q cube. So here I will write beta. So a cube you got as 27 q cube. Then a cube is equal to, if I make 9 common, 9 into 3q cube beta. So a cube is equal to, in the form of 9 into something, that is 9. You say, Nana? The first statement, that is in the form of 9 into something, that I got here 9. So if we go for the second case, case number 2, where r is equal to 1, if you take a, r is equal to 1, therefore a is equal to 3q plus 1, and cubing on both sides, a cube is equal to 3q plus 1 whole cube. So I think all of you know very well what is the formula for the a plus b whole cube. I will write here, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square beta. So this is the formula where we used in algebra. So by that formula you want to expand this, that is equal to a cube is equal to 3q whole cube, that is 27q cube. 1 cube means 1 plus 3a square b, 3 9s are 27 q square plus 3ab square, 3 3s are 9 into 1, that is 9 q. So if you see all these things, a cube is equal to 27q cube plus 27q square plus 9q plus 1. If I go for making 9 common, so you will get as 3q cube plus 3q square plus q plus 1 beta. So this is in the form of 3 into something plus 1. Therefore, the cube of a number is in the form of 9m plus 1. So this is the second statement. So just I need some place beta to prove the third one. Shall I remove the first case? So in the first case we proved that the cube of any number is 9m. In the second case we proved that the cube of any number is 9m plus 1. So for the sake of third case, just I remove this one. So in case 3, if you observe, r is equal to what I want to take beta 2. Therefore, a is equal to 3q plus 2. Again CBS, I mean cubing on both sides. A cube is equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube beta. So here you will get as, once you check it, that is a cube is equal to a cube 27q cube plus b cube is 8 plus 3a square b. 3a square means 3 9s are 27 q square into 2, 54 q square you will get. And the last one is 3a b square means 3 into 3 9, b square means 4, 9 4s are 36 q. You will get like this. So here also a cube is equal to, if I make some 9 common in these 3 terms, so if I make 9 common, this is 3q cube plus 6q square plus 4q plus 8 beta. Again this is in the form of 9 into something. Therefore a cube is equal to 9m plus 8. So if you see, the cube of any number is either in the form of 9m. In first case we proved that is in the form of 9m. In second case we proved that is in the form of 9m plus 1. In the third case we proved that 9m plus 8. So like this we can prove this statements by using EDL, Euclid's division lemma. So again there is a third statement is also there. This is a theoretical question. If you observe the question, it is very easy to say. So the third question, if you see that, show that one and only one of these numbers. You see Nana, here 3 numbers are given. One number is n and the next number is n plus 2 and the last number is n plus 4. In these 3 numbers, only one number is divisible by 3 we need to prove. So this is a very important question Nana. Case 1, for example, case 1, if n is divisible by, you say 3. If n is divisible by 3. So you assume any one value for n beta which is divisible by 3 beta. For example, you assume n is equal to 2. In your mind you assume n is equal to 3. When n is divisible by 3, then n plus 2 gives what Nana? How much remainder it will give? If n is divisible by 3, n plus 2, 6 plus 2 is 8 beta. When 8 is divided by 3, it gives 2 as remainder. And n plus 4 gives n plus 4, n is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. When 10 is divided by 3, you will get 1 as remainder. So in the same way, in case 2, for example, I am assuming that n plus 2 is divisible by 3. If n plus 2 is divisible by 3, if n plus 2 is divisible by 3. If n plus 2 is divisible by 3, you assume one value beta. If n is equal to 1, you say. If n is equal to 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. Therefore, n plus 2 is divisible by 3. Then, n gives remainder as 1 beta. Because 1 divided by 3, the remainder should be 1. In the same way, and n plus 4 gives remainder as 2. Because my value n is 1 beta, 1 plus 4 is 5. When 5 is divided by 3, you will get as remainder 2. So in the last case, Case 3, if n plus 4 is divisible by 3. If n plus 4 is divisible by 3, so what happened, Nana? N plus 4 means you think any one value for n beta, you think n is equal to 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 is divisible by 3. If then n gives remainder as n is 5 no beta, so when 5 is divided by 3, remainder as 2 beta, and n plus 2 gives remainder as 1 beta, because 5 plus 2 is 7, when 7 is divided by 3, you will get as remainder 1. So if you see these three cases now, in first case only n is divisible, other two are not divisible, they are giving some remainders. In second case n plus 2 is divisible, other two cases are not divisible. In third case also n plus 4 is divisible, but n and n plus 2 are not divisible beta. So like this, in these three cases we can write a statement, only one of these three numbers, either n or n plus 2 or n plus 4 are divisible by 3. So like this we can prove these statements, Nana. Some other example questions also is there, some exercise questions also is there in your textbook. Once you check those questions and you prove those questions by using EDL. Okay, so in this class I explained this much, and in next class we will go for the some prime factorization and finding the LCM and HCF also. Thank you.